Now, many people wouldn't know, but in many newsrooms, including our own, colleagues do stories that are very critical, and people say I'm diabolical. I am, something you've produced me a top story. For us, if it has to be controversial, that's the thing that you do. You don't care whose ox is God. You go out there, top story every day, and you do your stuff. If it's the president, you say it as it is. You want to be as controversial and tell the story in a way that people will pay attention to. But that's journalism for you. So far as you're factual, you are okay to do the story. But in newsrooms now, you're doing a story come and you're simply passionate about you're going to do a story. The comments that you hear colleagues pass, and sometimes it's done in jest, but if you drill down, it's actually coming from a place. They tell you, Charlie, they'll come for you, right? And in many newsrooms now, you see people say this on a daily basis, on a regular basis to you. We are self-censoring. And I've done this job for 18 years, so I know what I'm saying. We are self-censoring more now than we used to be. You are thinking a bit more. When you're writing a headline, you are thinking a bit more about the implication of this headline than you would do before. And for me, that is one of those silent areas we haven't talked about enough. I know Manasseh has talked a lot about the physical attributes of the fear of harm, and so I will not belabor that point. But for me, that point that the Reporters Without Borders touched on, it is so critical to the reality today. There must be a reason for this. And one of the reasons for this is, and I have disagreed with the president quite forcefully, when his public utterances, unfortunately, reinforces this view and leads journalists like myself and others to self-censor a bit more. Look, you might eventually overcome the self-censorship after you've looked at the headline in 1,000 ways, which you shouldn't really, because it's factual. That's, for me, that fundamentally is all you should look at. Is this factual? If it's factual, write it. But when you pause for a longer time, you consult colleagues. Sometimes it has to go all the way up just to check whether what you're writing, the implications of it, there might be something wrong there. But back to the point. Sometimes the president's own utterances publicly lead to this, extreme self-censorship that we do. And